Hey guys, this is Mark, and I was just thinking about when I first started imagining this channel called Project V. I really made it a lot harder than what it should have been, and that's what stopped me from starting. I had these big visions in my head, and it stopped me from actually putting anything out there. The original version of this whole thing was going to be this grand, hey, action sports, we're gonna go fishing. We're gonna go rock climbing. No, maybe not rock climbing, but like gonna go hiking and go to the range, stuff like that. All kinds of camera angles, super clean edits, huge, huge production. And again, and none of that's wrong. I love watching those type of videos. They inspire me to get to there one day. But that's where I thought I had to be, and that's why I didn't start because there's just so much. I didn't realize there was so much to it. Not that I didn't realize, but I didn't know how difficult it was going to be or what it all entailed. There's some stuff like what I would like to call the invisible requirements. There's lots of gear that's involved. I was like, and I didn't, this wasn't, this was kind of more just trying to feel it out. So I was trying to find, okay, what's a good budget friendly POV camera? Oh, well, if I'm going to have different camera angles, I'm going to need like 15 cameras, or not 15, but you know what I mean. I ended up getting quite a few. And then not only that, but then I have to find places to go, trails to go to, set up fishing charters, do all those things, logistic things that I thought I didn't really pay attention to. I was just thinking, hey, this is where I want to be, right? I was starting at the finish line. I was designing and I was like, hey, this is where I want to be without considering all the steps that I needed to get to those, right? So, like I was talking in the last video, like, you don't just go into the gym, put 405 on the bar and just start going at it. You gotta start light. These early videos, they're the reps, they're the lightweight, they're the bar. This is me finding my rhythm, finding the reps, engaging myself. So, I realized that when I started, I actually just said, hey, you know what? I'm just going to start. Just go for it. I realized that Project V, aka Project Me, um, doesn't like that version, that fully edited version, doesn't need to come first. It just needs to exist in my head. That's what I'm striving to, you know, and I'll slowly get there. I got to learn a lot of things, but I'll slowly get there. But I realized what really matters and why this matters is that me just getting stuff out there might be more beneficial to some people. Some people might be where I was. Like, hey, I have all these grand plans and I want to do all these things, but then they get burnt out or they don't start because it just seems so far away. Maybe hopefully I can relate to somebody. Hey, I want to start something, a new hobby, YouTube, whatever it is. Want to start a new career. Where do I start? And starting at the bottom, or kind of figuring out starting where you are really does. I really think that's where the magic happens, right? Like, you have to understand yourself, where you are. This is where I'm at right now. So here we are, right? Um, so with that, I hope this helps somebody. And if you're going through something similar, wanting to start a new hobby, wanting to start YouTube, whatever the case may be, good luck. Keep showing up.